Hi, my name is Dan with L.E. Wilson, and I'm going to go over the Wilson case trimmer, the standard one, on the first time setup, taking it out of the box and getting it ready to use. If you open the box, you'll see the instruction sheet right on top. It's going to have cartridge case links on there, and then on the other side, on the front side, you have a diagram with pointing out the parts of the trimmer, and you can refer to that as I go through the first time setup here. This little stop or hex nut is for primer pocket reaming on largemouth cases such as like a 45 auto, and that just threads onto this stop screw here. So that's what that nut is for. When we package these up, they'll have some oil on them. You're going to want to wipe that off and get it all cleaned up. We do put a drop of oil in here to lubricate the cutter against the bearing. But the first thing you can see, we have this shipped with the cutter backwards, and that's to protect the cutter from falling out because it can slide right out, and so it'll fit in the box. So if you look underneath that bearing, you'll see a screw that holds the bearing on. It's just a flathead screw. So we're going to take our flathead screwdriver and loosen it up. Keep hold of the handle and the cutter, and we should be able just to swing this around and then tighten it back down so it's facing the correct direction. See, this will slide right out. So anyway, now it's facing the right way, as you can see. And originally this was designed to be used in a small vise, so if you have one, you can use it that way. We do have the stand and the clamp now that you can mount it in, but I'm going to show you in the vise how that works. I do recommend putting some soft jaws on this, but for demonstration I will show you this way. So you can see it mounts in there pretty nicely. I'm going to slide this over here so you can see. The set screw is tightened down. In between the set screw and the stop screw is a little felt pad that protects the threads here. So we're going to loosen this up with an 1/8 inch hex, and then this is just a flathead screw on the end for the stop screw. You back this up according to whatever caliber you're doing a little bit further than the case length. Okay, to demonstrate, I have a 222 Rem Mag case holder, and each one of these are reamed according to body diameter and taper. So that's how we get a nice snug fit in there. And that's why you can't use just one holder for several different calibers. Now, there are exceptions: 308, 243, 7mm08, all those calibers will work in the same holder. So we're going to go ahead and take this, slide it in, and just tap it down, and that makes the case tight enough in there so it doesn't move. So we need to back this up a little more. You know, back that up far enough so you have room in between the cutter and the stop. And if we tap this in, there should still be a gap there. Now we're going to take the stop screw, making sure that this is bottomed out, and we're going to thread this in now until it pushes this out on this side. And you can see you're almost hitting the cutter here, and it barely just bumped this out like 10 thousandths or so. I'm going to snug that back down. And the original design called for you to hold your hand on top and put downward pressure on the holder. So to do that, when this vise is mounted to your bench, it's a lot easier, but just go ahead and make your cut until the jam nut bottoms out on the bearing. Then you're going to slide that out, take your case out, and take a measurement. From there, you'll be able to adjust if you need to go in and take more off, or if you need to back it off and take less. But you can see it makes a nice flat cut. And you will want to deburr that on the inside and outside of the case mount. If you do need to adjust this, one full revolution on this is about 63 thousandths. So keep that in mind. If you divide that into fours, it's about 15 or 16 thousandths per quarter turn. And that's the easiest way to set up the trimmer. I'll do another video here with the stand and the clamp. But I hope that helps.